Okay, so good morning to everyone. Now, today in the Java programming class, we will discuss about the Java static keyword. The Java static keyword we will discuss today. Now, basically, the Java static keyword, the Java static keyword is used when memory management static keyword is used. And by applying Java static keyword, by applying Java static or nested class, we can make them available for the entire class rather than the instance of the class. So by applying this Java static keyword with variables, static means static variables, static methods, static blocks, or static nested class, we make them available for entire class. So that means if we use static, there is no need to create the object during the main method. If there is the static variable, that means we can directly call without creating an object, we can directly call that method. This is the advantage if we use the static keyword. That is said by applying Java static keyword with variables, methods, blocks, or nested class. We can make them available for entire class. That means it is available for the entire class rather than what? Rather than the instance of the class. Means by creating object, if the method is static, then we can directly call that method. We can directly call that method inside the main if the method is static. We have no need to create the class instance, and using this instance or object, we have to call that method. We do not have to do that if it is described as the static, if it is main described as the static. So Java static keyword belongs to the class, then instance of the class. That is said that if we declare a variable as static, then the value of that variable will remain constant true. That means the value of that that variable will remain constant throughout the class. And it will not vary for different instance of the class. That means its value, whatever the value is, this value will be constant throughout the class. This, if the variable is static, that means its value cannot be changed. It will remain constant throughout the class, and it will not vary for different instances. That means for different instances, its value cannot be changed, and the class or different objects of the class for that reason. Now we will see one by one that what is the Java, how Java is static variable, then Java static method, then Java static block. We will one by one see its working. So first, Java static variable. Now it can be used to refer to the common property of all object and gets memory only once, gets memory only once in the class area at the time of class loading, and makes the program more efficient. So if we describe it with an example, it will be clear, much more clear to you. That let's say there is a program to count a number of students in a college. That there is a program that to count the number of students in the college. Now in college, there is different branches present. Let's say we have taken two branches, that is CSE and IT. So we have to create two different objects. One is CSE and another is IT, because this is what we have said, that in the college there are two different branches. For two different branches, we are taking that CSE and IT. So that means what? We have to create two different objects, one for CSE and one for IT. So that means two different objects should be created. And every time a new object is created, then that means a new student get enrolled. So that means whenever a new object will be created, that means if let's say we have created two objects, CSE and IT. Let's say we again create an object that is EC. So that means every time the new object will be created, the students will what? The students will be get enrolled in the college in that in branch. So that means what? New students get enrolled in the college. Whenever new object is created, then that means the new students get enrolled in the college. Now, the counter of the college class will get implemented. So first we will see not considering the static class. So not considering the static class, what problem may happen? We will see that. So first, let's say that we have taken a class named college, and inside it we have used a variable. Let you see this is int, and for count that is equal to 0, we have initialized with 0 value. So count is initialized with 0 and it is an integer. Now count will do what? Count will count the total number of students. Count will do what? It will count the total number of students. Now inside the class college, we have make a, this is what? The name of the class and the this method name is same. So that means what? It is the constructor. So constructor, college constructor is created, and inside this constructor, what we do, count is incremented, and system.out.println, the value of the count will be printed. Now, inside main, public static void main, we have first, we have created an object. That is the college CC1 equal to new college. CC1 equal to new college. Now, that means what? That means a student is, let's say we have created CC1 object. So CC1 object, inside CC1 object. Now what will it will be the value will what? What will be the value if we print this? That means count is what? Count will be incremented one position. Count will be because count plus plus. So that means what? It will, the value will become 1. The value will become what? The value will become, if we see the value, it will become 1. So that means a new person, let's say enrolled. So that's why what? The value is incremented. Now, again, we create another instance. Let's say this is another instance is created, and this is what another object is created, college IT1 equal to new college. That means what? Another object is created. Now, another object is created. That means what? New students get enrolled. That means whenever a new object will be created, that means what? A student should be enrolled. That is basically the thing. So that means we want that its value, that whenever a new student get enrolled, its value may have become 2. But there is the problem occurs. The value will remain what? The value will be the 1, because this is a new instance. This is the new instance. And for each object, the value of the variable is different. So whenever object is created, it reads count still as 0, because this is the new instance. Because in the first instance, it is CC1, the object is CC1, but here it is what? IT1. So that means the object is different. And for this, each object, the value of the variable will be the different. The value of the variable will be the different. So when the object will be created, it will still reads the count as a 0, and it will increment. So that means what? The value will become 1 again. Same as that again, when another object is created, let's say this is the another object is created, this is CAC2. CAC2, another new object is created. But what will be the value? It will again the remain the value will be 1. Because whenever different object will be created, different objects is created, it reads the count still as 0. So that means whenever the new object created, it reads count 0, and when it goes to the inside the constructor, it will be incremented. Same as that when we create the CC2, the new object we created, the count is still, it reads the count still as 0, and it goes inside the constructor and count plus plus. So that means the count is incremented and it will become 1. Same as that, let's say we create another object. We create another object of this class, let's say college IT2. Let's say college IT2. So equal to IT2 equal to new college. Let's say I didn't write it. Let's say college IT2 equal to new college. So that means again new object is created. So whenever the new object is created, it still read what? It still read count as a 0. So that means what? Count will be incremented whenever in the constructor the count will be incremented. So again its value become 1. But what we think that whenever we said that whenever a new object is created, that means a new student get enrolled. So the value is what? We are getting the value as 1 here. But originally the value should be what? Originally after this, the value should become 4. Because 4 students get enrolled according to say that different object is created. So different object means that new students get enrolled. So that means what value should we know? We said that this value is want to get the value is 4. But if we didn't use the static keyword, then what will be for the different object will be created? It reads the count, or if it didn't make the count as 0, and again it will be start from there. So this is the problem if we didn't use the static keyword. Now this program is what? This programs is syntactically correct. Syntactically correct means it has a doesn't have any syntax error, and output is also coming. But the problem is that its count gets incremented every time and it starts from 0 again. But ideally, the answer should be what? The answer should be if we say the answer should be 4. Ideally, our answer should be 4. But we are getting what? We are getting 1 here. Because what? This is the problem that counts get incremented. Count get incremented every time. But it again, when different object is created, it starts from 0 again. So that is the problem it is creating. So if we use, instead of this, if we use static keyword, if we use static int count equal to 0, that means if we use static keyword in front of the variable, then this problem should be ignored. So this is what the static keyword is. So if we use the static keyword, the problem, we ignore that problem. Okay. So this is used for the, if we use the static keyword, if we use the static word before the variable, this is what the Java static variable uses. Next is what? Next is Java static method. Now Java static method, we said that we have what? By static variables can be used before the variables. Static keyword can be used before the variables, before the methods, before the blocks. So we have seen one type of it, that static keyword is used before the variable. Now we will see Java static method, that means static keyword used before the method. Now what is Java static method? Java static method belongs to the class rather than the object of the class. That means static method belongs to the class, that doesn't depend on the object of the class, and can be invoked without the need for creating an instance of the class, and can be invoked without the need for creating an instance of the class. Means they can be directly invoked without the need of creating object. That means directly we can use the, if a variable, if a method is name is static, it is before the method, it is given static keyword, then it can be directly what? It can be directly accessed in the main method. Let's say in the example, you see that, and also one thing, that static data member can change the value of it. Now, the value of the static method can only be changed by the static data member. That means static variable. Only the static data member can change the value of it. So let's say this is the example we have taken again, that there is a class C1. Let's say this is the class C1. And in the class C1, we have used int I. Now, this is what? This is the variable, non-static variable. We didn't write static int I. So that's why it is what? We have only written int I. That means what? It is a non-static variable. Then we have used static string name equal to EEC. So we used static when a string we contains said that the string, that is string name is what? EEC, and this variable, this is the string variable, is static. So that means this EEC will be constant throughout the program. This EEC will be constant throughout the program. And here we use static void update. That means we used a method, and this method we declared it as the static. This method we declared it as a static, and inside this static method we have set the variable name equal to EC classes. So we used variable name, variable name, and this contains EC classes. Now this is a static method, and inside this static method we declare a variable which has named name, and it contains what? EC classes. Next, a non-static method. This is a non-static method is used. This is void display. This is the non-static method. And inside this non-static method, we use what? The working of this is it will print, this void display method will print the name. That is why inside it, it is written system.out.println, and it will do what? It will print the name. Now, public static void main. So inside the main public static void main string args, you see we have directly used update. We have directly used update. Now you see update is what? Update is the static method. So if it is not static, then we have to create, let's say, what is the name of the class? C1. So C1 obj, let's say this is an our object C1 obj equal to new C1, new C1. So we have to create an object, and through this object, we have to call this update method. So we have to call this update method. This is what? This is if we didn't use the static keyword. So here we are using the static keyword. It is what? If we didn't use the static keyword, that means we have to create the object of that class, and through the object of the class we can access the method. Through the object of that class we can access the method. But here we have used static. This method is static. So this method is static means we do not have to create object. We can directly write it. So no need to create an object of the class to call this method. So that's why you see we have directly written update method here. But in case of second, In case of second method, you see the second method is non-static. So non-static means that's why I have to able to create the object. That's why I have to create the object, and with this object, we have to call the method. So this is the differences between a static method and the non-static method. So the basic difference is what? The basic difference is if a method is static, we do not have to create the object of that. For calling this method, we do not have to create object inside the main. And if it is what? If it is non-static, then we have to create the object of it. If it is non-static, then we have to create the class object, and through this object we have called the main method. That's why, if you remember, that's why we have always used public static void main. Why? This public static void main, in the main also we use static keyword, that is the public static void main, because whenever JVM compiles, then that time what? At first time, the main method is called. Now, if we didn't use the main method as static, because this public static, this main method is not associated any object. This main method is not associated any object. So that's why if we didn't use static in the main, that means we have to create an object, and through this object, this main method should be called. But JVM at first time, what it will do? It will directly call the main method. So if we do not use static in the main, then the main method cannot be called. So that's why in the main, the static keyword is used. It is a very much in anything, any interviews, yeah, any questions, it can be given. That's why we use public static void main. That is why in the main it is given as static, because JVM directly calls this main method without creating any object, because at first time it will directly call the main method. So if we didn't use the static in the main, that means we cannot call the main method in that time, because a class should be given, and through this class object we should call the main method. That's why in the main we use static keyword. So this is the example of it. Okay, so this is the about the static method. Now for the static method also there is some restriction. Now what is the restrictions? Now static method cannot use non-static data member or call the non-static method. That means if a method is static, it cannot use the non-static data member or call the non-static method directly. That's why what we use, let's say, we can use inside it, let's say I am writing shortly here that SOP, I didn't written it fully, but you always write it full. Okay, the system.out.println. I have not, for this is for showing, I didn't write it, but always you should write the system.out.println. And inside this, let's say I have used I as a variable. Let's say I have used I as a variable here. Now, this cannot be done. This cannot be done. If we do this, it will give the compile time error. If we do this, it will give the compile time error, because this is what? This is the static method, and this is calling what? This is calling a non-static, because I is what? If you see, observe, I is defined what? It is the I is defined as the non-static. Here you see I is defined as the non-static. So in here we cannot use this system.out.println, system.out, let's say system.out.println, we have used I. So it cannot be possible. It cannot be possible because, sorry, it will be inside here. Let's say it will be inside here. So system.out.println I, if we write inside the static void update, it will not be not work, because it will, then that time it will show the compile time error. In that time it will show that it is a compile time error, because this I is what? This I is non-static, and it is doing what? It is in written inside the static method. So it cannot be possible. That means static method cannot call the non-static method or non-static directly. So it will give the compiler time, compile time error, compiler error. And this and super keyword, the this and super keyword which we have seen, this and super keyword cannot be used in the static context. This and super keyword, we cannot able to use it in the static context. Okay, so this is what the restrictions of the static method. This is basically the restrictions of the static method. Now, the last type is the Java static block. Last type is the Java static block. So first we will see what is the Java static block. Now, for Java static block, it is used to initialize static data member. It's used for the initialization of the static data member, and it is executed before the main method. It is executed before the main method at the time of class loading. So that means it is initialized for what? It is used for initialization of the static data members, and before the main method, the static block is executed. Means at the class loading time, mainly the class loading time, it can be executed. Now, through an example, if you see that how it looks like, let's say this is class ABC, and inside this class ABC, we have used a static block. Inside this class ABC, you see, we have used a static block. Now, this static block contains what? This said the system.out.println static block. So that means what? This static block will print what? The static block statement. It will print what? It will print the static block statement. And there is a public static void main string args. This is the main method, and this main method, let's say there is any statement present. It may happen some statements, any statements will be present in that public static void. Okay, so any statements will be present there. There is no problem. So that means whenever the execution will do, the executions will start, then first this static block, then first this static blocks will execute, and then this main method will be executed. This is what it is said that the thing of the Java static block. So this is what all of the static, that wherever it is used, the static keyword, the working of the static keyword, that if it is inside, it is before used before the variable name, if it is used before the what, it will be used before the our method name, before the method name, and whenever it is used before the what, whenever it is used before the block, this happens. So there may be a questions can be given that can we execute a program without a main method? That in Java, can we execute a program with main method? This question sometimes, this is a very conceptual questions, that if we can execute the program in Java without main method. then the answer will be what? The answer will be yes. Without the main method also, we can run the program. But with what? With Java static block. And JDK, we should use the JDK version before 1.7, because after that we cannot able to do it. So using this, without the main method, we can also execute the Java program. And in using what? Using the static keyword, is on not static keyword, using the static block. And the JDK version is what? The using of this, the JDK version is before 1.7. Before 1.7, this can be done. Okay. So this is all about the static keyword and static method. So anyone has any question? Kunal, Marshall, Shivam?
No, sir, no.
So this is all about the static keyword. So, okay, then thank you everyone. I am ending the session. In the next class, we will see in the next class, we'll see the another topic in the Java and practice some programs. So thank you everyone. I am ending the session.